Oh my gosh, finally I'm here. Debz Cooper, global stressologist, who's clearly been a little bit tad stressed herself this morning. So welcome. Welcome to my Facebook Live. Thanks for joining me. Today we're talking about how to find your tribe, and I'd love to welcome you. Thank you for coming, even though I've been a little bit, whoops, better put that one on mute, a little bit late. And if I'm squinting, it's because I've chosen a different area to sit in today. So thanks for joining me. How to find your tribe. Let me know if you're watching live or it's a replay. Let me know where you are around the world. That would be super awesome. So thank you. So yesterday I was with a friend who's my hairdresser, and we talked about how to find your tribe. And when I said to her, what is a tribe to you? She said family, family, family. And it was just, that was it, unconditional, it was family. So I was really surprised to think that she thought it was family, because I'm a firm believer on thinking a little bit differently to family. So let me grab my notes. I went to the dictionary, of course. So the dictionary gave me three meanings. Three. A social division in a traditional society consisting of families, or communities linked by social, economic, religious, or blood ties, with a common culture and dialect, typically having a recognized leader. So first I was like, you have to have a leader in a tribe. Hadn't thought about that. And it could be a family or community. Understand that. The next one said a group of people, often of related families, who live together, sharing the same language, culture, and history, especially those who do not live in towns or cities. So I was like, wow, even if you don't live in the same town or city, what does that actually mean? Where do you live if you don't live in a town or city? Because I would think maybe the country. I don't know. Educate me on that one. The last one resonated with me. The last one was a large family or other group that someone belongs to. So when I talk about that someone belongs to, it was more along the lines of where you feel like you've come home, where you're right there. So for me, a tribe is somebody where you feel the love around. And a tribe is clearly people. So it's where you feel the love around you, where you feel nurtured. There's learnings from them, beautiful learnings. You have a warmth from people. You also feel valued when you have your tribe around you, like they're actually going to look after you no matter what happens, they're going to be there. And when I think about they're going to be there for you, you know, the types that you can call at a random hour and they're there for you. And they also have, at that moment when you're in chaos, they have no judgment on you. So I know there was a few memes going out there, who can you ring at 3 o'clock in the morning and come and get you when you're in jail? They're part of your tribe, because they're those people who just go, okay, let's just pick you up, let's deal with the other stuff later, I'm there for you. That's part of your tribe. So first I'd like to say what a tribe isn't. And when I'm saying these things, I'd love you to actually listen to what I'm saying and go, oh, that person's not in my tribe. That person is definitely one. So these are the people who talk behind your back. These are the people who, you could call it, betray you. They're deceitful or cruel with their actions or their words. And you're already going, oh, I've had people in my life who've done that. They're no longer part of my tribe. They're people who promise you something over and over and over, and it doesn't come true. And you think about that, and it's just ones that doesn't come true. So when you think of that, I'd love you to script advice. When you think of that, who do you have around who are part of your tribe, who light you up? When you talk to them, you feel energized and alive, and they're energized and alive and talking to you. There's someone who gives you a challenge, but not a challenge to burn out that you end up going rocking in the corner, but actually a challenge that is enough to make you think and reassess your situation, whether you change it or not. It's also somebody who respects your words and actions. So if you say no, they're going to go with that. Or if you say yes, they're going to go with that. So somebody who actually respects your words and actions. Somebody who sits in your heart. Somebody who sits in there that you have that warmth feeling over, that you just often think, and they sit in your heart. when you think of those people I've talked about, I'd love you to tag them in this video and say, hey, did you know you're part of my tribe? So let them know they're part of your tribe, because this is the best part about it, is not only you're getting them into your tribe, but you're actually part of their tribe as well. So when I thought about the areas that this comes under, there's family, and not all family will be in your tribe. Clearly, there's going to be people in your tribe and people who are not in your tribe. So when I say family, there it could be your blood family or other family, and other family is the ones, because we all have a parent that's not actually our parent. So it's mum and dad's friends or a great auntie or something like that. So there's those people, or siblings who are best mates, but they actually feel like a sister to you. There's a social circle of people we associate with. They're part of your tribe. There's people at work who you want to spend your lunch break with, or you want to spend your morning tea time with it, or anything like that. Those people are part of your tribe. When you have your Christmas function or your get-together function, you want to be sitting with them rather than sitting with the ones that aren't in your tribe. Your current partner, well, I would definitely like to think that your current partner's in your tribe, because if they're not, possibly it wouldn't be wise to have them as your current partner, unless you're in the process of exiting out of that relationship. It could also be an ex-partner who's a father to your children. We had the bubble here in New Zealand when we're in isolation, and we opened that bubble to not only our family who we were living with in that house, but also our other houses that were coming into that. So it could be that. It could be, recently I met a lovely woman in a clothes shop, and I just instantly knew I really liked her and wanted her part of my tribe. She was great and natural and just warming to who she was. People you meet in a coffee shop, you know, the ones when you actually randomly have a conversation with someone and go, gosh, I feel like I've known you for years. They're part of your tribe. That you'd like in your tribe. Not necessarily they're going to join your tribe, but they're people that you have, you know, the ones I'm talking about. And one of my favorites is, because I travel a lot, actually I'm going to reframe that, because I used to travel a lot, because clearly what's going on in the world's changed my travel plans. People I sit beside on a plane, now there's some people I'd love to talk to and some people I don't. And last year I met a lovely man who was coming from America to see his son in Dunedin, where I was living. And instantly I knew when I sat down and talked to him, he was going to be part of my tribe. And it was very weird how the conversation went, but I didn't know him from a bar of soap, didn't even know who his son was or anything. And we started talking about some amazing things, and it was just like finishing each other's sentences. So they're part of your tribe, the people who you feel really warm and comfortable and you share stuff with that you wouldn't necessarily share or whatever. And in fact, I'll give him a shout out to him for coming into my world, because he was just adorable. He even I went and met his family, and we went to the Albatross in Dunedin. So if you're ever in Dunedin, go to the Albatross colony. But he even bought my dog a book, a very, very cute book about dogs for my dog. And yes, I have read it to my dog. So he obviously knew what was important to me instantly in that hour and a half flight. So he was somebody part of my tribe that I still connect with. So when I talk about a tribe can change. And, you know, they say it changes with the wind and things like that. But a tribe can change when someone comes into your world who's appealing. And when I say somebody who's appealing, and I talk about those things that they light you up and they make you feel nice and they're secure and warm and you just feel comfortable, that's what I'm talking about as appealing. So your tribe can change at any time with actions and words that people do. So business mindset people hang around with business mindset people. We know that. We know that when you go to things, you hang around with like-minded. You know that drinkers associate with other drinkers. You know that smokers hang around with smokers. Foodies hang around with foodies. Exercise junkies, we say junkies, hang out with other exercise people, because you can't have somebody who's into exercise who's hanging around somebody who's a couch potato. And yes, I've just labeled that, but it just wouldn't feel right. So like-minded people connect to like-minded people, and this is all part of your tribe. So who are your people in your tribe? Who are those people? If you haven't tagged them, give them a tag now. So you're welcome. You're in my tribe because da 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 da. So I met a friend, a beautiful friend, well, maybe nearly 2 years ago now at a mindset event, and we've become incredibly close. And she is definitely part of my tribe. And big happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to her too. Because not only did we instantly connect, we actually message and we talk and we help each other in various things. And she's based overseas. And what was even funnier when we found out that I started talking, or she started talking to me, and then we connected back, was actually her birthday was the same as mine. And I've never met anyone who has my birthday, the same birthday as me, but not only was she the same birthday, she's actually the same year as me. So yes, happy birthday to her, which is also happy birthday to me, clearly. So it's interesting the people we meet and how they come in. Just like I said, you feel like you actually know that person and you've known that person for a time. So with me, I travel, same old story, not quite as much as I used to, but with the traveling, my tribe is everywhere. So in Dunedin, where I live, I have a hairdresser that I go to. Up north, where I go and visit as well, I have a hairdresser I go to. In Sydney, in Melbourne, in Perth, in Brisbane, I have the same hairdresser I go to each time. Now, they're part of my tribe. You can call them part of your connection, but they're actually somebody I go and see whenever I travel with them. Now, this is the key one that actually comes in when you talk about your tribe, how to find your tribe, is jealousy. So this occurs when somebody close to you who's currently in your tribe doesn't like the new person coming into your tribe, and that's when jealousy kicks. So what do you do with that? Because it's quite a vital element in everyone's growth and everyone's evolution, evolvement, and movement is when jealousy hits. So there's a few steps you can do. You can ask the person who's currently in your tribe what they don't like about the other person. Ask the person what they don't like about the other person. Then ask them, is this a past story, a hurt that they're holding on to, that they're bringing up, or if they generally know something about this person to be true. Now, when you're asking this person, don't come from a rah, 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 rah state, actually come from a humble state where you're actually just asking clearly, is it something that you know about this person, or is it a past hurt or a past story that you've heard and there's emotion coming up? Because there's two different ways to handle them. And if you don't handle them the right way, you could potentially lose somebody important in your tribe who's still vitally important and get another person who could only be in your tribe for a few months. So when you ask them about that, just be careful that you don't fall into the gossip like the Chinese whispers, because that's really important as well. So when I say come from a humble state, you're not coming from an egotistical state. What's your problem? You're actually coming from, I don't understand this. What's going on? What's truly going on? Do you think I'm not going to be around as your friend anymore? What's really going on? So when you move and your tribe is not around with you, so I talked about the lovely lady in Melbourne who is part of my tribe. We connect via video or telephone, and possibly would be wise for us to connect more, because when we do talk, we probably talk for 2 or 3 hours. So you can do, just like this, you can do a video, clearly not a Facebook Live, but you can do a video and you can connect with them. You can have drinks and nibbles or whatever it is for you. You don't necessarily have to be that skin to skin with those, but video plays a real great part in sharing the love to your tribe while they're not there with you. There was an amazing woman I used to connect with in Sydney, and we used to open a video and we would just work for 3 or 4 hours, and then I go, oh, hey, Yvonne, can you help me with this? And she'd go, yeah, I'm here, and we'd nut something out, and then I'd go back to my work, and then I go, hey, you there? Or she would say that to me. So that was a great way that I still had that tribe, but it was done virtually. So tag your tribe, let them know that they're amazing, share what they do that keeps you sane, share it out there, let us know. That would be super cool. Thank you for joining me today, How to Find Your Tribe. Today is my birthday, as I said, so I'm now going to do something exciting. I've had a very full-on morning, probably more chaos because I'm trying to get my video loaded here. So thank you for being patient, and I will see you next Friday as we appreciate our tribe around us. Thanks, everybody. See you later. Bye. Save, or if you end this, you'll be able to choose